Wait a minute.
XRP has the largest opportunity for upside within the crypto space. That's my belief. I feel like it's probably one of the most utility assets out there. Kind of talked about it in the last video. Let's talk about a couple of things today to kind of iron out at least 3 points. I want to talk about 3 points. Kind of talk about the expanding ETFs, like the futures ETF that's already out. We've got the leverage ETF. It's already on the stock market. We've got XXRP. That's the ticker symbol. It's a 2x, I believe, leverage. So you can go in there. So if it goes up, $1, if XRP itself goes up $1, then the ETF is going to go up $2. So it's triple or double leveraged. That's already available. I think there's like another one called something with I. Maybe it's XRPI or IXRP, one of those. That's the inverse, so it goes the opposite. I don't want to spend too much time on that, but it's already expanding. The utilities out there, people are starting to flood in, but the true use case has been implemented years ago. I think now it's more about, hey, it's going to get broader for the market. It's institutional adoption. It's already started. This whole process, that's the big wave. We've already got the stable coin that came out. There's much more, that is needed to happen, but a lot of things are starting to track. The next thing is to kind of get across the lawsuit, making sure that that's completely wiped out for the settlement, and then the SEC's $50 million settlement. So that's the kind of get into price predictions. I don't want to spend too much time on that as well either, but kind of get it into your brain of what the possibilities are, and then what else we can do with that money. When it comes in, just imagine, some of those opportunities, and then start thinking ahead. What do you want to do with that money? How do you want to leverage it? Whether it goes up to $10, next milestone would be $50 to $100, $100 to $1,000, whatever that is, the opportunities are out there. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well too, and then kind of like strategize on what you can do with that money. All right, guys, let me take you, let's sit down. Let's go sit down somewhere. Let's go to my office. We're gonna have a little chat. Whoa, whoa. Hi, Ika. Come here. Come, up. Hi, Dutchie. Up. Oh my goodness. You gonna lay down? Okay. Make your plans, guys. Be prepared. That's all that I can say. I think the more prepared that you can be for any event, like shoots up to $1,000, do you have a plan for that? If it dips to $1.90, $1.90, do you have a plan for that? I think planning ahead and then knowing what your end goal is going to be and what the outcome of those results is going to be able to get you to the financial freedom that, I don't know, that's what it's going to get me to. Even then, what do I want to do when I hit that milestone? What's my next steps? Giving back to others. I want to do all of this so that way I can help other people. I'll be able to provide a lot more, not just for my family and myself, but I'll be able to give back, to the community, help those who need it, who are either delinquents, who, I can go on for days, like for me being a degenerate kid, but I want to be able to provide help, to the kids who are struggling, who need help and who need that guidance, and I need my time to be able to do that. That's one of the things that got me into investing a lot more, was, hey, investing into businesses, investing into crypto, investing into stocks. That's one of my end goals and one of my milestones that I'm trying to achieve. That's how I'm going to buy my time back, is buying these assets. And so when I'm investing into any type of asset, I'm making sure that it's going to be there for the long haul, because I have that's going to be my sense of purpose, what I'm trying to do. So I just want to lay it out here, speak it out loud, lay it out to the internet of the world. Thank you guys for subscribing. I saw a ton of things come up, and I'll continue this, as I get more views and then more subscribers, and then I just want to be able to help at least one person, with my channel, and I'm always going to do this. I continue on with this so that way I can help others across the world, be able to get you to accomplish all the milestones that you want to do. So that way, whatever it is. But we do have an opportunity now, guys. Like it's been a long time coming, but given that it's so compressed, right? Like even if you think about Ethereum, and then Ethereum's still suppressed. If you think about XRP, it's still suppressed because of all of the bad stuff that's happened to it. And so it's the price action just isn't there yet. But it's gonna, and then these cycles happen. But this cycle I've seen, it's a little bit different, from what I've seen before. Others can say differently, but from my perspective, it's a little bit different because now we have regulatory adoption. So we're starting to see institutional adoption, and what that means is there's two, right? There's the retail and then there's institutions. Retail is just the normal person getting into crypto and then seeing it as an asset and just investing, or just even if you're gonna day trade it and whatever the case is, that's a retail. If you're just a normal person doing it and then you don't have an entity tied to yourself. Institutional is the big whales, the people who are in the institutions that are buying in. And so now the price movement of XRP and any other crypto, if it's that massive moves, it's gonna be the institutions. It's not gonna be us getting in there. So my goal is just ride the wave, hop on that train and just take the ride, take it all the way. And then if it slows down a little bit, then just pick up some more. So that's my goal. Again, I kind of want to recap what we discussed about. So the first thing is, what's coming up ahead. We've already got a ton of different accomplishments done. We've got the ETFs, XXRP, that's the 2x leverage, and then we've got the inverse, which is XRPI. That's the inverse to the XRP double leverage. So this is going to be, if XRP goes up, then this thing's going to go down and you're just betting against it. Might be a little bit confusing. I want you to think of it as just, hey, we're making milestones against what the company's doing. So it's kind of like investing into Google, Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, and then they do something good that knocks it off, and then shareholders will reap the rewards, right? So that's the same thing as, if you're investing into Ripple XRP, you've got XRP, you're just reaping the rewards. All of the tariff news and all that stuff, don't let it phase you. We'll get through it. It's part of the game, right? That's just how economics work. It can't be perfect all the time. And the other piece is, talking about the Ripple, keeping an eye on the lawsuit and how all of that's going. Seems promising, seems like we're gonna do well. Those are the two main things. The third thing is, just think about planning. What would you do if this happens? Make sure you have a plan in place so that way you're not, stuck scratching your head of oh, I hit my milestone, or both ways. Have a plan for A and B. My plan A is, you gotta hit this, whatever price point you gotta hit. Right now, just pass $3 and then let it moon. You know what to do with that money. And then when are you gonna exit? Are you gonna exit? Or are you just gonna borrow against XRP? There's so many different strategies. Start looking into that. If you guys want me to talk about it, let me know. Drop a comment below and then I'll talk about it. I'll go through. I'm not gonna be oh, I remember right off the top of my head what I'm gonna do exactly, but I'll start going through it and then break it down of what options you have. And then it'll be a good reminder for myself as well too. So just let me know, drop it below, and then I'll start making those videos. And you've heard me before, I'm not a financial advisor, but If it does go down a certain amount, I'm just gonna set my alerts on the exchanges, set it. If it hits 190, I'm gonna load up a ton. If it hits $2, load up, 206, all that stuff, right? I have a plan for both ways. Just load up more when I can get it for cheaper or for like a better price. I'm still good right now. I think I've got enough holdings to be good, but if more opportunity comes up, then I'm just gonna take it. It's either that or I'm gonna spend money on stupid stuff. So I'd rather not spend it on stupid stuff and buy XRP. It's my thought, but thank you for sticking around if you stayed up until the end of this video. Subscribe, leave me a comment. If you got any ideas, let me know. Thanks.